So let's move on to class. So last class, so we had discussed about so Kubernetes, what is Kubernetes, and so what is the main features, right? So what is the Kubernetes and what are
Many
the main
features.
features, and how it will
Architecture.
work. So Kubernetes is an right open source orchestration tool. Kubernetes is an open source orchestration tool, and right. So with the containerization deployment, already last class we discussed. So what is Kubernetes and what are the features? See, open source orchestration engine and also open source platform for managing containerized application. So if you want to handle multiple containers, you know how to create container, how to create image and all. That is single container. So now
Yes,
go.
sir.
I don't want single container. How to maintain multiple containers? So that case we go for Kubernetes, and these are the main features. So what are those main features? Automated scheduling and also self-healing capabilities, and automated rollout and so rollback and load balancer, auto scaling and all. Now, if you see here, these are the main components. These are the main components. Kubernetes implements master cluster computing background. Everything works on Kubernetes cluster. So this entire is nothing but cluster. What is Kubernetes cluster? Group of servers. What is cluster means? Group of servers. So this is the master server. These are the worker node servers. Okay, don't confuse here. The cluster is hosted by one node acting as a master. So only one mission we are going to do master. Remaining all are worker nodes. We can create multiple worker nodes. We can create multiple worker nodes. Depends on your requirements. Depends on other nodes which do actual containerization. So all containers running master or worker nodes. All containers running only worker nodes.
Nodes.
Only nodes only, not only worker nodes. This is the main point, and yesterday we seen, right. So what are the main components? So what are the main components? And so this is the main components, right? So if you go here, so this is the main, this is the master, and we can create multiple worker nodes. We can create multiple worker nodes. Whatever we want, we can create multiple worker nodes. So this master is handling multiple worker nodes. Okay. If you see here, so if you see here, by default here, so there is four components. So what are those components? API server.
API server, CLI.
One second. I don't know why it is always changing. So these are the, so this is the API server. These are the API server. So this is the API server. So this is the API server. Already last class we seen, right? As in master.
Yes, sir.
If you come to here master, we have four components. So enter
For
purpose
company.
very important. Most of the people they are asking, can you explain? So this is the master. Kubernetes master. Under master API server.
Scheduler.
Ayyo, I don't know why it is changing. One second. This is master. Under master API server, API server, etcd,
Schedule.
etcd, and scheduler,
Control manager.
and
Controller
controller.
manager.
These are the very, very important. If you want to remember, only this two. Someone is waiting, just wait. Okay. So these are the main. So now we need to understand. So this is right. So this is the master. And master, we can send a request two ways. What are those ways? One is UI,
API,
UI,
UI,
user
and command
interface.
line.
One is UI, and the second way,
Command line.
CLI, command line is CLI.
CLI.
So
CLI.
command line interface, user interface. So these are the end user send the request. So these are the end user. If you send any request, these are the end users. If you send any request, the request go to Kubernetes masters. The request go to Kubernetes master. Correct. So in master we have four components: API server, etcd, scheduler, controller. So if we send any request, who will receive your request? First, who will receive your request? API server.
API server.
So who will receive your request? First API server receive your request. So API server receive your request. So API server receives your request, and so API server receives your request. End user, whatever you are sending, I am the user. I send some request. Master knows which you want. So API server read your request, and this information it is stored into the where
ETC.
key and value format. Key and
QLOL.
value format. What is scheduler? Monitoring your parts. What is scheduler? Monitoring your parts, monitoring your parts, and so where we want to trigger. Scheduler watches the parts. Scheduler watches the parts and assign the no parts, assign the parts to run specific worker node. Which worker node you want to run? So that and all taking care by scheduler. Now got it? Okay, schedule the parts to node. Schedule the parts to node. And controller, there is many controllers. Node controller, there is many controller, right? Node controller, application controller, endpoint controller, replica set controller, deployment controller, daemon set controller. These are the main controllers. So node means node controller, it is responsible for noticing and responding when nodes is down. These are the nodes, right? So how many nodes right now? Two nodes. Just assume two or three. How many you want, we can create. So these are the three nodes, worker nodes. So now what is this? This controller. So this controller handle your nodes. So this is the node one. This is the node one. Here also we have four components. What are those? Parts. Tell me what are the main components in worker nodes? Parts. Correct.
Docker.
Hmm.
Docker,
Parts.
Pod Docker,
Docker.
Kubelet.
Cube. Cube. Kubelet and kube
Prop.
proxy.
Q proxy.
Cube
Q-Proxy.
proxy. Cube proxy. These are the proxy. Okay. Control C. Control. Okay. Same thing. All are available here also. This is the node 2. So every node have same components. Here anyone any doubt? Don't confuse. All worker nodes have same components. Okay. This is the node 2. So here also four components. This is the node 3. Here also how many components guys? Four. Same.
Four.
Parts, Docker, kubelet, kube proxy. So these are the master components. These are the worker node components. Now scheduler, controller, node controller. Node controller, what it will handle? See here, it responsible for noticing and responding when node goes down, when node goes live. Everything taken care by node controller. Now see here, deployment controller. Deployment controller declare updates of the parts and replication sets. All parts are running or not. Okay. Now endpoint. So this is the service and parts together. Join services. So for example, here I have multiple applications running. Here also multiple applications running. Here also multiple applications running. So which application you want to access? If you want to get those information endpoint, we need to create one service object. We'll see later. For the time being, just remember naming convention. Non-deployment and endpoint replication controller, see number of parts, how many parts you want, and it controls how many identical copies of the part schedule running on somewhere to the cluster. So this and all taking care by controller. Just further remember only these words. Now if you come to here, worker nodes. Now these are the worker nodes, right? Now see here, worker nodes are the nodes. This is also one server. Don't confuse. Worker nodes are the nodes. This is also one server. Same like master. But in master, we are going to do some extra setup. But this worker nodes, we are not going to do anything. I hope you got it right. Anyone any doubt here? All are servers
Yes, sir.
only. All are servers only. But which is the we are making only one server as master. Remaining all are worker nodes. Okay. Here we are going to do some extra setup. That's it. That is acting as like master. So here these are the worker nodes. This is also same same mission, whether it is Linux mission or whether it is Windows mission, whatever it may be. That is based on your requirement. Clear, Srinath garu? Clear? All are same
Yeah,
only.
clear అండి.
Okay, one thing only.
Yeah,
Okay. Now see here, worker nodes are the nodes where the application actually running in the Kubernetes cluster. So now remember, applications are running worker master or worker node.
worker node.
Worker node. Blindly remember, master is the
Yeah,
only controller. That is a manager like. Okay. It won't do anything. It is controlling all your worker nodes. That's it. It is known as minion. That is nothing but so mini kubelet and all. See, these each worker node are controlled by master. Who will control these worker nodes? Master only. These all
Master.
worker nodes. So this is your requirement. We can create 10 worker nodes, 20 worker nodes, 100 worker nodes. But all worker nodes maintained by master only. Now see here, container platform must be running on each worker node. It is works together with the Kubernetes run the container. So this is why Docker engine and the task care of managing images and containers. So all containers running where? Pods. All containers are running where? Inside the pod only. So pod may be contain single container or pod may contain multi containers. So as of now, Docker, we are creating only one container. Correct? So now
Yes.
this is a pod. We'll see what is pod and all. So every pod has container. Every pod has containers. So might be single container or we can create multi containers. That is. Now see here, we can also use other container platform like Core OS, Rocket. This all are the other way. Anyway, this is a worker node, kubelet. This is a network proxy. This is a container runtime. This is a container runtime. Now, what is a kubelet? You know, right? This is a kubelet. What is the main role of kubelet? Now we'll see. So kubelet is the primary node agent run on each nodes and reads the container manifest which ensure that containers are running and healthy or not. So what is the main role of kubelet, guys? You know, right? API server, etcd, scheduler, controller, Now if you come to worker node, kubelet. So kubelet is nothing but agent. You know, right? LSC agent. There is many agents available. Mediator, correct? What those people do? They are monitoring whether you are, so for example, LIC agent. So you applied one LIC policy. So every year they are updating this year. So this month, so we have policy, please, we have to renew it, we have to pay it. They are giving some updates, right? Same thing. See
Yes.
here, kubelet is the primary node agent. Kubelet is the primary node agent. What is the main role on each node? Every node there is one kubelet. This is the primary node agent. Primary node agent runs on each node and reads the container manifest file. So what it will do? It will read the manifest file. It will read the manifest file. That is nothing but metadata files. We'll see later. Manifest files which ensures that containers are running or healthy. So all containers running pod only, right? So now what is the main role of kubelet? It is monitoring. It is watching all containers, whether all containers are healthy or unhealthy. Clear? Simply understand kubelet. What is the kubelet? Is nothing but this is the agent, primary agent run on each worker node. What it will do? It reads the container manifest file and it is checking, it is watching always whether all containers are running or it is all containers are healthy or if any container is problem. I hope you got it right. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now
yeah,
see here,
clear.
it makes sure that containers are running in the pod. What is the main role of kubelet? It is make sure, it is checking always whether all containers are running or not. And kubelet doesn't manage containers, so which were not created by Kubernetes. So whichever containers we are creating, those only managed by kubelet. It won't It won't manage any containers which were created by Kubernetes itself. There is some containers is there, init containers, that and all it won't do anything. That is the main thing. Next, what is kubeproxy? See here, kubeproxy enable Kubernetes service abstracting by maintaining network rules. So what is this in Docker? You know, right? Network. You know Docker. You know network concept. So Docker, you have one concept, right? Network concept. So what is the purpose of
Yes.
Docker network? You know, same concept. This is a Docker network. Docker network. So if you come to here, this is a kube proxy. What is this? Kube proxy. So this is same like Docker network. And so this is the main role here. See here, kube proxy enables the Kubernetes service by maintaining network rules, host and performing connection forwarding. So here we have multiple containers, multiple parts, how these parts are connecting, how all containers are connecting with the help of kubeproxy, with the help of kubeproxy. Now see here, kubeproxy maintaining network rules on the nodes. Kubeproxy maintaining network rules. Kubeproxy maintaining network rules on the node. Okay. Now see here, these network rules allow network communication to pod from outside or inside of the cluster. Now, so your Docker network. So if you want to, by default network is bridge network. If you want to, we can manage host network. If you want to, we can maintain none network. If you want to, we can create customized network also. I hope you got it right. Same way in Kubernetes, who is controlling this network and all? Kubeproxy. Who is controlling? Kubeproxy. Kubeproxy maintaining network rules on every worker node. Now see here, these network rules allow network communication parts from inside or outside of the cluster. Now here I have one cluster, here I have one pod, here I have one pod, here I have multiple pods, multiple containers, how these are connecting. There is a, this is one pod here, this is one pod here, how these are connecting, everything taken care by kubeproxy, and it is maintaining network rules on each worker node. Now see here, it helps us to have network proxy, load balancer, services, single worker node. Everything taken care by quick proxy. Even load balancer, quick proxy, network, services and all. Service is just like logical concept. The real work is being done by the quick proxy. So there is a one service object is available in Kubernetes. And so here service is just like logical. But in real work, who is taking care by quick proxy only. So it is redirect request from cluster IP to pod IP, cluster IP to pod IP. So here every pod has one in-queue IP address. We'll see those and all. Here every pod has one in-queue IP address, and so every pod has some resources. Every pod has some mapper. So that and all sharing by all containers within the same pod. Now see here what is container runtime. Each node must have container runtime, such as Docker. So every node, here we have Docker, right? Without Docker, it won't work. Without Docker, it won't work. Without Docker, can you create container in Docker also? Without Docker software, no, right?
No, sir.
First, we need
No.
to set up Docker. Next, we are creating Docker images, Docker containers and all. Same concept here also. See here, every node must have container runtime. Whether we can use Docker, whether we can use RKT, or whether we can use any runtime. Okay, master from see to process instruction from master server to run the container. If you want to run the container, we need container runtime. Each node must have one container runtime. So that is what our software we can install it. But mostly here installing which software? Docker only. Which software we are installed? Docker only. Clear? That is now if you come to here pod, we'll see what is pod and we'll see later. So now if you come to here, what is pod? So always in interview also in most of the people they are asking what is pod. Pod is nothing but this is the smallest building block or basic unit of scheduling in Kubernetes. So now every worker node have pods, right? Each pod has containers. So what is pod? Pod is nothing but this is the smallest building block or unit basic or a basic unit of scheduling the Kubernetes. In Kubernetes cluster, pod represents running process. What is the pod? Pod represents running process. Pod represents running process. Inside pod, So we can create multiple containers. See, inside pod, we can have one or more containers. So inside pod, we can create one or more containers. So those containers all share unique IP address, storage, network, and any other specification applied to the pod. Whatever resources available pod, that resource used by containers. For example, this pod has some IP address, this pod has some network, this pod has some right. So see here, IP, storage, network, any other specifications. So these and all are used by only containers. Pod is a group of one or more containers which will be running on the same node. Every pod has single container or multiple containers. If you have only container, single container pod. If you have multi-container, multi-container pod. That's it. I hope you got it right.
Yeah.
Now see here, pod abstraction network and storage of anyway. So now each pod has unique IP address within the cluster, and make sure that every pod has, what is that, unique IP address. Who will take care of this all these things? Kube proxy only. You don't worry. Every pod has unique IP address. Every pod have unique IP address. Okay. Every pod, each pod has unique IP address within the cluster. Any data saved inside the pod will disappear without persisting storage. In Docker, we know, right? Docker volume. Here, PV, PVC. What is the concept here? PV and PVC. What is the
Yes.
concept here? PV and PVC. Now we got it right. What is pod? What is kubelet? And what is kube proxy? And already you know what is Docker and what is the features and what is the how it will work. I hope everyone knows basic idea what is Docker and all. I hope you got it right. Sudhir, clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, so how to set up? So if you want to set up, we can do multiple ways, guys. If you want to set up, we can do multiple ways. Now here I'm going to use one way. See here. So different ways we can install Kubernetes. Wherever you want, we can install. If you want to, we can set up EKS. That is, right, mini cube. This is the mini cube. We can configure in EKS. That is AWS service. Or if you want to, we can configure GKE, Google Kubernetes Engine, GKE, and this is the Google Cloud. And if you want to, we can create the Azure Kubernetes Service also, AKS. Azure Kubernetes Service also, AKS. Azure Kubernetes Service also, AKS. Wherever you want, we can set up. That is your wish. Now we got it. So there is different ways. See here, different ways to install Kubernetes. Play with the Kubernetes. If you want to, we can set up GKE, Google Kubernetes Engine, and EKS. This is the AWS service, and AKS. This is the Azure. This is EKS. Already you are in, right, AWS, right? So if you go and search AWS, there is one service, EKS, Elastic Kubernetes Service. This is the GKE, Google Kubernetes Engine. That is AKS, Azure Kubernetes Service. Clear? So wherever you want, we can set up. Wherever you want, we can set up. There is multiple ways. Suppose if you want to set up, we can use this one also. This we can use this one also. We can use this one also. See here, labs.play.kubernetes. This is the free only. This is the free only. So if you want to, we can. So if you want to, we can use this one also. See here, I clicked on this. Setup is different ways, guys. That is depends on your requirement. This is the one way. Or directly we can use the Windows machine also. Directly you can use Windows machine also. Okay. Now anyone connected? So laptop.
I have connected laptops.
Yeah. So if you are connected laptop, please share your screen. I will show you steps how to set up. How to set up. Okay. How to set up. So that is now I am going to do different way. So if you want to, we can do. This is the free way. Or first I will show you this one, and next class I will show you different way. Okay. This is very simple. So go to browser. Just copy and paste this link. What is this? Labs.play hyphen with hyphen K8s.com. So this is practice purpose. We can use it. Now see here, play with Kubernetes. If you want to play with Kubernetes, this is practice purpose only, but real time we are not going to use this one, but nature is same only. I hope you got it right.
Yes, sir.
So if you want to set up permanently, we can use a GKE. That is whatever you want, we can use here. So whatever you want, so we can use GKE or EKS, GKE or EKS or AKS also. AKS, EKS. And for practice purpose, this is the mostly free only. So we can use, but it won't support all functionality. But anyway, basic functionality and all it will work. See here, simple, interactive and fun playground to learn Kubernetes. So if you want to practice without, suppose you don't have AWS account, we cannot set up, right? We don't have GKE, we don't have setup. So I want to play some basic. This is the click on. If you click on drop down, we can connect via GitHub or we can connect via Docker. Which one you want? Already I hope everyone know Docker. Everyone we have
Docker.
Docker Hub credential, right? GitHub, sorry, Docker Hub and GitHub also. You have anyone, right? Whether you can Docker or we can use GitHub. Now I have GitHub account. Click on this. Now already if you log in, it is asking username password. I hope everyone have GitHub account. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Now this is my GitHub account. Now I am using my account. Okay. This is my password. You connect your GitHub account. You connect your GitHub account. Click on this. Click on this. That's it. Okay. Click on this. That's it. Okay. You have one day left. Remind me tomorrow. Okay. No problem. I connected. So now see here. So once it is done, now it will enable start. Now it is enable start option. Now it is enable start option. See here. Now anyone any doubt guys here? That's it. Now your setup is ready. This is the playground. No need to install anything. Very simple. Now see here. Click on the start button. If you click on start button, but you have make sure that you have proper internet. Otherwise it won't work. This is the labs.play-with-k8s.com, and so every session it will give by default 4 hours. Now you can play 4 hours. After 4 hours again we can close and again same steps we can follow. Clear Sudhir?
Yes, sir.
This is very
Yes.
simple only. Clear Srinath? If you want to practice Kubernetes, we can use this one also. Okay.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
see here, I started. Whether we can connect GitHub account or whether we can connect Docker also. That is up to you. Now I connected GitHub account, my GitHub account. Okay. Now, so here left side, if you see, there is a one option plus a new instance. There is a one option plus new instance. So if you want to work with, at least we need master and worker nodes, right? Now got it.
Yes.
So
Yes, sir.
this setup, we need master and we need worker nodes. Now I'm going to set up same thing. See here, click on new instance. Now if you click on new instance, this is the one Linux machine guys. See here, automatically these people are giving. Automatically these people are giving. See here. So this is the these people are giving. So what is the CPU? They are giving a 4 GB RAM, and this is the URL. This is the and steps also they given here. See here. So how to set up? So this is the sandbox environment, and so initialize the cluster master node. If you want to set up master node, just copy and paste these commands. Now I need one worker node also. Click on new instance. Now see here. Here also it is giving same thing. Here also it will giving same thing. Now click on one more new instance. See here. Now total three. Now I am making as one is master, remaining two are worker node. Okay. So total three servers. Which one you want to make it as master guys? That is your wish. Which one you want to make it as master? Tell me. 18 or 17 or 16. That is your wish.
60.
Now as of now all are the servers only, Linux servers. Now 16 I want to make it as master. Okay. Now no need to remember everything here it will. Copy this command. See here. Initialize this cluster master. Copy this command. Copy this. I hope it is copied right. If you select automatically it will copy, and copy this, or if you click is there any copy? No. Now if you want to copy, there is one shortcut is there. Mm, virtual keyboard, I forgot that. What is that shortcut key? Shift
Control insert.
controller. Okay. Control insert copy. Okay. I pasted here. Shift insert, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Shift insert. Where is that key? My keyboard.
Are using external keyboard, then only we can use.
Okay. What is that? The keyboard name? Picky, yeah?
Yeah,
Keyboard name.
keyboard. Even I forgot that. No, no, that is shortcut is there. Control
Mm,
O,
Control O.
con- Control Alt O, I think.
Control Alt O.
Not getting
Keypad.
control.
On screen keyboard.
Yeah, on-screen keyboard.
Okay.
Yes.
Now here we can use to insert button in my keyboard. There is no insert. That is the reason. Now I'll copy it, right? Shift insert. It is copied. See here like this. So before that, let me copy. Go to first command. Go to first command. Select this one and control
Con- Insert.
control insert copy and paste it. Shift insert paste. That's it. Now see here. Now it is running something. Now minimize this one and we can use it. Okay. Now wait. It will take time. First time, right? Now first mission 16 mission. I am make it as a master. But if you don't have proper internet, it won't work, guys. Okay. Now see here. This is can be take and see here. So once that is done, so now see here, waited and all. Now it is generating one command. If you go little bit up, so how to make it as control enter, right? Big alt enter,
No,
alt
Alt
enter,
Enter.
alt enter. Now just see here, if I run this command, so generally it is running something. See here, if you observe here, it is creating. Mm, if we go here, so it is creating see here admin config, kubelet config, controller, scheduler. So everything it is configuring waiting for. If you go little bit up, okay. See here API server and also etcd and also controller and also scheduler, everything it is generating. So one so one, where is this?
All the control plane resources automatically it will
Will create.
create.
See here everything, no need to do. And so the last, if you see here, there is generating one command. Your Kubernetes control plane has initialized successfully. And to start using cluster, we need to run the following as a regular user. So we need to execute this command. We need to execute this command. And also it is showing a few more, one more command. If you go down and we need to execute this command, and alternatively if you want to work with the root user, we have to execute this command. And also it is generating, you should now deploy pod network to the cluster. And so kubelet apply -f everything. And so it is already done. And you can join your number of worker nodes. For example, if you want to connect, if you want to join one worker node to your master. So now if you see here, where is this notepad? Where is my notepad? MS Paint. Now, if you go here, where is my paint? I close that one. MS Paint. Okay, so now this is right. So this is the master. And so if you want to include any worker node, we have to execute one command. So in master, it is generating one command, join command. So this is generating one join command. It is generating one join command here. If you execute that command, if it is executing one join command, see here. So a cube ADM, cube, cube ADM, join, and this is the IP address, and this is the port, and this is the token ID. So if you want to add any worker node to master, so now this is the master, right? This is the master. Now is there any communication between master to worker node as of now? I created three. One is I created three servers, guys. One server I am going to make it as master. Remaining two is worker node. Now how this Kubernetes add your worker node to this master, how this Kubernetes master add this worker node to master. So in master it is generating one key. What is that key? Join command. If you observe here, so if you observe here, it is generating one command, kube adm join IP address. So this and all no need to remember, no one is asking. Just copy and paste. Okay. Now first step is ready. Now if you want to, we can copy this one and paste somewhere also if you need. Okay. Copy for your understanding purpose. And so what is this keyboard command? Where is that? That keyboard on secret. So control insert copy, and so coming to notepad, I'm pasting somewhere. I minimize this keyboard. I am using somewhere file new, just paste it. Now see here. So this is, if you want to run, if you want to work with a regular user, we have to execute this command. That nothing. See here, make directory. I hope everyone know what is mkdir. It is creating one directory under the home dot cube directory. Now you know. I hope everyone know what is cp, guys. What is the command? Linux command cp.
Copy.
Copy.
Copy. What is this
Copy command.
chown?
Change owner.
Change one.
Owner. So here we are
Ownership.
copying this file from where etc Kubernetes admin.configuration file. It is available under the etc directory. We are copying this and we are going to home data cube directory. Already created one directory cube and we are copying here. Now we are giving some permission also. G means group, U means user. Okay, they are giving some permission also. So which file? Config file. Now see here, and also it is generating one join command. This is the default command. Every time it is generating, copy and paste in our worker node. That's it. Now we'll see how it will work. Now one command I executed successfully. Now let me execute second command. Now go top. So what is the second command, guys? This one. Now copy same command, and so click on this control insert. Now paste it. So how to paste it, guys? Shift insert, shift insert. Sorry, we don't want this one, right? Control C. What is this command? I want to copy this command. Second command. First is done. Second one, this one. Copy this. Control insert and shift insert. It is pasted or not? I think it is pasted. Run it. Now see here. So it is pasted. Now see here. This is a command I pasted, right? Now it is creating one service account, and so daemon set and cluster role. By default these all are created. You don't worry, you don't know, right? Leave it. Later we'll see what is it. Just copy and paste it. Now if you go top, now first command done, second command also done. Now what is the third command? So see here, create nginx deployment. We don't want. Okay, this is done. Now so my master is ready, guys. My master is ready. We have to do only these two commands. First we have to run this command, and it is generating some script. Copy and paste some your future reference. If you want to, we can copy and paste somewhere. And so now master is ready. Now how to go to go to control enter. Now this is master is ready. Now if you see here, kubectl kubectl, let me alt enter, and let me check it. See here, kubectl get get nodes. So if I use kubectl get nodes, right now I have only one node. This is a master. See here, control plane is nothing but master, guys. Control plane is nothing but master. Now got it. Node 3. This is status is ready. Roles also control panel. Age 7 minutes ago I created. Version is which Kubernetes version currently I am using?
27 dot.
27. Now do we have any worker nodes here? No. How to add node to master? So here they given one command, right? Copy this command, join command, adm command. copy, control C, and also use this one, control insert, copy, and so go to your worker nodes. Go to your worker nodes. Alt enter small. These two are the worker nodes, right? So first, which one you want to add it? This one or this one? Anyone? Click on 18, and so go to here, go to here, go to here, and click on on-screen keyboard. Hit insert. That's it. Click on this. No need to do anything. Now see here and see here. So this node has joined the cluster. Now this mission join it to cluster, your master. Now got it. అర్థమవుతుందా? Clear.
Yeah,
Yes.
clear.
Now go to 18 mission, 17 mission. Now same story. What I need to do? Shift. Already I copied, right? Shift insert. Now run this command, ADM command. That's it. Now see here, kubectl get nodes on the control plane. We can see the joined cluster also. Now go to master. This is the 16 is the master, right? Minimize these things. Control enter, alt enter. So maximize the screen. Now check this command. Earlier we can see only, right? Now see here, kubectl, kubectl, kubectl get. Earlier we can see only master. Kubectl get nodes. Now how many we can see?
3.
3. Now here, how many 3, right? Now which is the master, which is the worker node type? Node 3 is the
Node
master.
3
Now these 3 is the
worker
worker
nodes.
nodes. Anyone, any doubt here? This is the one way. This is the one way. For practice purpose, we can use this one also. labs.play-with-k8s.com. Only practice purpose. Okay? Or else we can use EKS, or we can use EKE or AKS. Whatever you want we can, but anyway this is no need to pay anything. This is the free only. Whenever if you want we can open, we don't want close it. That's it. Now anyone, any doubt here? Setup. Sudhir, clear?
Clear, sir.
Okay. Now I suppose if you want to one more, if you want to know, if you want to create one more, so keep ctl get nodes. Now I have one master, two worker nodes. Now if you want to see anything, for example I want to see parts. See here, kubectl get parts. Do you have any parts here? No resource found. See here, kubectl get. Okay, for example service svc. Do we have any service? This is the default service. So this is the default service. This is the default service. Kubernetes cluster IP. There is 4 types of services, and we'll see later. This is the cluster IP. This is the external IP. This is the ports, and this is the age. Okay. Now this is, now if you want to, for example I want to test, I want to create, I want to deploy one application. So which application you want to deploy? If you go here, top, I clear the screen, right? I clear the screen. Okay. Now same way, alt enter. Now I'm coming to here, anyone, and they given one command. See here, if you want to create nginx deployment, I hope everyone know what is nginx. Clear? So this is the one server. Okay. Now anyway I'm copying this one for testing purpose. So copy this one, kubectl apply, and http is, this is the already they given one yml file, nginx app.yml. So anyway coming classes we are going to write a yml file. How to write and all I will show you. So right now I am not going to write anything, just I am existing and I am showing for testing purpose. Now see here, go to here, copy this one, copy this one entire command, and so control alt copy, control, right? Control or alt, copying purpose. Control,
Controls.
control insert copy, and where we have to run this, guys? Master or worker node? Anyone guess it?
Work.
So
Last
whatever you want,
one.
whichever command you want to run, in diagram also I shown. Okay. uh, where is this ms paint? Where is MS Paint? Yeah. Okay, window or MS Paint. So here, right? If you see here, this is right. So now here I given on request. See here UI wave also we can send or CLI. Now I am using CLI. Okay. You are sending request to master or
Master.
you are sending request to worker node.
Master
So
only.
now where we have to run your command? Master or
Master
worker
only.
node.
Master, sir.
That's remember. Okay. We have to run only master. Whatever you want. So now go to here. Go to here. Keyboard, right? So go to here on screen keyboard and so go to here and first we need to select this command and control insert copy and go to your master. Okay, just shift insert. I hope you got it right. Now I executed one command. This is for practice purpose only. Now if you observe here, it is created one service and also it is created one deployment objects. See here, my nginx is created, my nginx -svc created. Now if we earlier I typed kubectl get svc, only I can see default one. Now try it, same command, kubectl get svc. Svc is nothing but service. Now we can see two services. Now we can see two services. See here, two services. See here, this is the load balancer and this is the port number and all. And so now if you want to see deployment, kubectl, kubectl get. We can use so deployment also. We can use deployment. Now it is running. Now it is running three parts. Now it is running three parts. So see here my nginx. How many parts running, guys? That is nothing but three. All are up to date. Availability also three. Age 55 seconds ago. Now how to see all parts? This is the command kubectl get parts. Now see here how many parts are running, guys? Three parts are running. Three parts are the running. So these are the basic commands only. First you need to understand. Now if you go, where is my MS Paint? I don't know where it is gone. Even if we click on window or MS Paint. Okay, now if we go here, so this one, if you go here, so now there is basic commands. So these are, if you want to see all parts, if you want to see all parts, what is the command? Kubectl, kubectl get. If you want to see nodes, same kubectl get parts. If you want to see services, kubectl daily we are seeing same commands, get svc, and so kubectl get deployments. Okay, deep deployments. This is a full deployment, or we can give shortcut also. We can give shortcut also. Now we know four commands. First, if you want to check, so how many worker nodes, how many master node. So if you want to check, what is the command, guys? kubectl, 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 kubectl get nodes. Now what it will display? It will display a cluster information. How many worker nodes, how many master. First we have doubt, right? What is kubectl? Okay. Now see here, Kubernetes command line tool. What is this kubectl? Right now I am using two ways, right? We can run two ways. One is CLI mode, other one is UI mode. Now
You
which
will
mode I am using?
CL mode.
CLI. So that is the kubectl. What is the kubectl? Kubernetes command line tool. Kubectl command line tool. Kubectl allows to run commands against to Kubernetes cluster. If you want to run any Kubernetes commands, so every time I am using kubectl and I am using commands. That's it. Now anyone any doubt here? What is kubectl? Kubectl is the Kubernetes command line tool. It allows to run commands against your Kubernetes cluster, whatever you want. We can use kubectl to deploy application. We can inspect the application. We can manage your cluster resources, and also we can view logs also. Not only this, we can everything we can handle it. We can check all Kubernetes commands. This is the official website. If you want to, we can know more about. This is the kubernetes.io doc. This is the official website, and if you want to, we can know. See here, Kubernetes command. Kubernetes is the command line interface tool, allows to run commands against Kubernetes cluster. And see here, if you want to install Mac OS Linux, we can click on this. If you want to install, click on this. If you want to Windows, click on this. I will show you later how to set up a Windows. Okay. Now if you want to see what is Minikube, now Minikube bundle I didn't install, I will show you later. So Minikube, like so this is kind Minikube is a tool that lets you run your Kubernetes locally. If you want to run your all workers and the master locally, so that case we can use Minikube also. Runs in all in one or multi-node local Kubernetes cluster. So here I set up one master, I set up two worker nodes. But if you use Minikube, only one server that is acting as like a master, that is acting as like a worker node. Now got it? If you install Minikube, only one server, that one server act as a master, that one server act as a worker node. Clear, Sudhir? But anyway, if you want to, we can set up that one also.
Yes, sir.
What kube ADM? You know, right? I run one command. So I run one command, right? What is that command? Kube ADM. See here, kube ADM. It generated one join command, one IP address, one port number. It is generating one token ID, which is generated master. If you want to add any worker node to master, we need to run this command in our worker node. That's it. Clear? Suppose you created one new worker node. If you want to add that worker node to master cluster, which command you have to execute that mission? This command only. I hope you got it.
Yes, sir.
Now see here. So alt enter. Okay. Now I need one more worker node. Click on new instance. Click on new instance. This is a new instance. Now this worker node. If you see here master. If you see here master, kubectl get nodes. Kubectl get nodes. How many masters? How many worker nodes? One master, two worker nodes. I want to make it. I want to add this also worker node. Which command we have to execute? This is given one command, right? Copy this command. Go to here. Go to here. Go to here. And so open that keyboard. And I want to paste it here. Click on here. Shift insert. Now see here. Run it. That's it. Now this mission also added in our cluster. Now go to your master and check this command. Now how many worker nodes we can see, guys? Get. How many worker nodes we can see now?
Three.
Don't confuse. That's it. Now see here. How many worker nodes we can see? 3. So like this we can add many worker nodes. So like this we can add many worker nodes. Now this is the master. This is the master. These 3 are the worker nodes. Anyone any doubt as of now? Clear? So like this we can set up practice purpose. No need to do. Coming classes I will show you different way also. Many ways we can set up, guys, but practice purpose this is very simple. If you have very proper internet, we can use this labs dot play hyphen with hyphen K8s. Now how many worker nodes we have? 3 worker nodes. How many parts? How to check it? kubectl get parts. See here, how many parts we have? 3 parts. What is the status, guys? All are running or not? All are running or not?
Yeah,
For
Running.
example, now I'm going to delete one pod manually. In Kubernetes, in Docker, if you delete pod manually, if you Kubernetes in Docker, if you delete container manually, it will create automatically or we have to run manually?
we have to run manually.
Manually. Now see here, what is behavior here? kubectl delete pod, pod name. Which pod you want to delete, guys? For example, I'm deleting first pod. So now control insert and so I am pasting here. Shift insert. That's it. Now I deleted. See here, part was deleted. Now check kubectl, kubectl get parts. Now we can see two parts or three parts. Anyone guess it?
Three parts.
Why we are seeing three parts? Already I deleted, right? One part just now.
There is, yeah, it's
So that
created
is the
automatically.
behavior of Kubernetes. That is the greatness of Kubernetes. We are maintaining replicas. By
Yes.
default, how many parts you want to maintain? How many containers? Inside part container is running. Inside part container is running. Now got it? So by mistake, if all parts are deleted, all parts are crashed within the fraction of seconds, Kubernetes automatically it will create one more part. Got it?
Yeah, got
Now
it.
see here. This is the 6BM. This is the previous part. I deleted this part manually. Now immediately it is created one pod. So what is the pod name? See here, PJQCX. One new pod created.
No, V9 MHD. Last one, 15 seconds only, na?
Already it is
15
there.
seconds.
Yeah,
CX
last
already
one.
is there. Yes, correct.
Yes,
C also is there. Correct. This is the
yes,
last one. New pod.
yeah.
New pod is
Time,
HD. MD
time also
MHD.
showing. Yeah.
So like this automatically it will create. Automatically it will create. Now here also service object is there. If you want to know next class anyway I will show you. Just I am showing. For example, if you want to see logs or if you want to see services, what is the deployment object? This is the command kubectl get. Okay, dep not dept. What is the shortcut name? I forgot.
DEPLOY.
Depl kubectl get dp
DEPLOY. That is the shortcut.
deploy. Okay. So
Yeah.
or else directly we can use deployment. Now I'm using mostly deployment. And if you want to give shortcut deploy, only four letters we eliminated. Okay. So now see here, we have this is your deployment object name and ready 3, up and running also 3, available also 3, 10 minutes ago created. If you want to see service objects, coming classes I will explain. Right now we don't know, right? kubectl get shortcut name SVC. This is the service object. Now see here, what is my service object name? If you want to know more about, so this is the command kubectl get kubectl describe or inspect inspect kubectl inspect and or I am using describe des in Docker
Yeah.
also you know, right?
Ins-
Describe
It inspect not there, only describe.
describe kubectl describe space and your name. What is service name?
No, SVC space service.
SVC object name is SVC space my hyphen nginx. I will show you next class how it will run, how to create manually also. Just as of now, just SVC kubectl
Uh,
describes my nginx typo error ng
maybe. Yes, spelling mistake.
nginx hidden. Okay. Now see here. If you see here, what is the namespace default? You don't know, leave it. And what is the service name? This is my service name. What is the label name? App equal to nginx. And what is the selectors? This is the name. And type equal to load balancer. And if you see IP address, see here IP address and port and target port is called 80 and node port 30976 TCP and endpoints. Now endpoints. Endpoints is nothing but these are the these are the what is this IPs? 10.5.anyone
Parts.
pod IP address. What is this? We
Part.
have three, right? We have three, right? How many parts running? If you see here, three, right? If you go top, how many parts are running? If
Yes,
you want to
three.
see, here also I will show you kubectl get parts hyphen o wide. Now see here, what is this part IP? 10.5.1.2. Now see here, 10.5.1.2. Now what is the second part IP? 10.5.1.3. That is also 1.3 and so 10.5.2.3 also. So dynamically it is assigning one IP address, and these are the pod IP address. And this is the node 1 IP. This pod is running which mission, which worker node, guys? One
Node
pod
1.
is running node 1. One pod is running node 1. One pod is running node 2. In node 3, any pod is running?
Master.
No, right? We have total 3 worker nodes. Take
Yes,
it.
3 what nodes.
See here,
Node 3
cube
is
sheet
master.
here. Get nodes. Total how many worker nodes? So node 1, node 2, and node 4. Any pod is running node 4. So two pods are running node 1. One pod is running node 2, and one pod node 4 is empty. No pods are running node 4. Clear?
Yes.
Okay. So next class I will show you how to access this application, practice purpose, and manually how to create so one pod or deployment, or how to create service object and all. Just try to set up this up to this. As of now I discussed how to set up and how to see that some of default service object default objects in Kubernetes and see it. So next class I will show you how to run, how to see output and all, how to create manual and all. I will show you next class. And also next class I will show you different way also, how to install in our local machine also. I will show you that one also. So thanks guys. So anyone any doubt? So that's it from my side. And if you have any doubt,